This video breaks down one of the most dominant women's 4x400 meters relay performances at the CARIFTA Games 2024, where Jamaica showcased pure control from start to finish. We analyze each leg in detail, from the explosive opening to the composed anchor, highlighting how speed, technique, and perfectly timed baton exchanges created a winning formula. You'll see exactly how Jamaica built their lead, how their rivals tried to respond, and why execution, not just talent, made the difference in this race.
Grenada on the inside in lane number 1. Looks like Amaya Chandler, who is leading off for them.
On your marks.
The Bahamas in 2.
We did see Heidel going under 334 earlier this year at Champs. But that team, of course, not entirely under 17.
Off they go. 4x4 final for under 17 girls. Grenada, Bahamas, St. Lucia, Barbados, Jamaica, Bermuda, Trinidad and Tobago, and Turks and Caicos Islands. The Jamaicans have gone out well. Britannia Bailey on the opening leg for them. She flies through 200 meters. Trinidad and Tobago moving well in lane number 7-2. Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago showing best of all as they go through 300 on this first leg. Barbados, Bahamas and Bermuda all battling for the bronze medal. Still early days in this final. Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica. Trinidad and Tobago just behind Jamaica. And the Jamaicans fly away on the second leg with the 400 champion Nastasia Fletcher. Won the 400 hurdles as well. Double champion here at CARIFTA. Bahamas going really well on this second leg.
Alexis Roberts there for the Bahamas.
Well, she is well behind Nastasia Fletcher and Jamaica at this stage. Alexis Roberts in the 200 final for Bahamas.
Daniel Skeet as well, making up ground for Barbados.
Jamaica well clear. Bahamas right there with them. A fine race ensuing here. I think it's Kevin Gay Fowler, the 800 champion, is it, who is on this leg for Jamaica, but the Bahamians flying.
Jasmine Thompson takes over the lead.
200 meters to go on this leg.
At least momentarily.
The Jamaicans open the gap once again.
Battle on for third place as well. Trinidad and Tobago joining Barbados.
Jamaica in front.
Hand over to Trisha Lee Sutherland.
Sutherland in the 400 final for under 17 girls. Here she is anchoring her country. And even with 200 meters to go, it looks as if it will be gold. The Bahamas in second position. Trinidad and Tobago in third. They are setting up well for their hosting of CARIFTA, Trinidad and Tobago. But Jamaica dominant again. They want to sweep the 4x4 relays. They didn't do it at 4x1. And this is a fabulous way to start. They won't get the record. Trisha Lee Sutherland, though, well clear of the rest. Jamaica win gold in the under-17 girls 4x4s. Hands aloft, Bahamas silver, and it's Barbados with the bronze. Trinidad and Tobago finishing in fourth.
The women's 4x400 meters relay at the 2024 CARIFTA Games 2024 was far more than just another junior final. It was a technical showcase of relay execution, race modeling, and the structural depth of Jamaican sprinting. While the final result may suggest dominance, the true story of this race lies in how Jamaica controlled every phase with precision, discipline, and tactical awareness. From the opening leg, Britannia Bailey established the tone of the race with a highly aggressive yet controlled approach. Her first 120 meters were critical, not just in gaining position, but in disrupting the rhythm of her competitors. Bailey attacked the stagger early, reducing the visual advantage of teams in outer lanes and forcing athletes from Trinidad and Tobago and Bahamas to adjust their pacing strategy. Technically, her stride pattern remained efficient under pressure, allowing her to maintain velocity into the back straight without overstriding, a common issue at this level. The first baton exchange was where Jamaica began to separate itself structurally from the field. Clean, well-timed, and executed at near maximal velocity, the transition allowed Nastasia Fletcher to enter her leg already in a position of strength. Fletcher, the individual 400-meter champion, demonstrated why she is one of the most complete quarter-milers in this age group. Her race distribution was particularly notable. Rather than going out excessively hard, she maintained a controlled aggression through the first 200 meters, preserving energy for a decisive push between 250 meters and 320 meters. During this phase, Alexis Roberts of the Bahamas attempted to close the gap, relying on a slightly more front-loaded strategy. However, Fletcher's superior efficiency, especially in maintaining form under fatigue, meant that Jamaica not only retained the lead but subtly extended it. Her arm carriage remained compact, and her ground contact times were consistent, which is often the difference between holding and losing position in the latter stages of a 400-meter leg. The third leg introduced the most dynamic moment of the race. Kevin Gale, primarily an 800-meter runner, brought a different physiological profile to the relay. Her endurance base allowed her to absorb early pressure, particularly from Jasmine Thompson of the Bahamas, who briefly surged ahead. This was the only phase where Jamaica appeared vulnerable. However, Gale's response was highly calculated. Rather than panicking, she adjusted her cadence and gradually reasserted control over the final 100 meters of her leg. This ability to respond without breaking form is a hallmark of advanced race intelligence. Equally important was the baton exchange into the anchor leg. Jamaica once again executed a seamless transition, ensuring that Trish Lee Sutherland received the baton at speed, minimizing any opportunity for trailing teams to capitalize. In contrast, minor inefficiencies in the exchanges of other teams, particularly slight decelerations before contact, proved costly in a race where margins, even at the junior level, are increasingly small. On the anchor, Sutherland delivered a textbook example of race management. With a clear lead, her task was not to chase but to control, and she did so with remarkable composure. Her pacing was even, her posture upright, and her relaxation under pressure evident. Rather than risking form breakdown in pursuit of an unnecessary time gain, she prioritized efficiency, ensuring that Jamaica's advantage remained unchallenged to the finish line. Behind them, the battle for minor medals highlighted the competitive depth of the region. The Bahamas secured silver through consistent leg performances and aggressive racing, while Barbados claimed bronze with a well-balanced team effort. Trinidad and Tobago, despite a strong start, faded slightly in the latter stages, illustrating how critical energy distribution and baton efficiency are in relay success. Ultimately, this race reinforced a broader truth about Jamaican sprinting. Their dominance is not built solely on individual talent, but on system-level excellence. From baton exchanges to race modeling and athlete specialization, every component is refined. At the CARIFTA Games level, where athletes are still developing, such precision is particularly striking. This performance was not just a victory, it was a demonstration of how relays are won long before the final straight.